All right, there we go. We're live.
Hello.
So, hello, Sean. We're going to
How
pretend
you?
like we weren't just talking for 10 minutes.
That's all right, Brett. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Amy's doing well. She's healing good. She's taking it easy.
That's good to
For
hear.
those that don't, I'm sorry.
I say that's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. For those that don't know, Amy had a major surgery. Well, I say major. I guess yeah, it was a major surgery.
Yeah.
Um, was it? It's going to be 3 weeks ago, Monday, and she's healing well. Thorhaven Farm. That's a new one to me.
They're up my way, Brett.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah. Actually, more up over Quebec Homestead's way.
All right. Well, welcome. Good to
Yeah. Good
see
to
you.
see you,
And Arthur
Thorhaven.
Leslie is here. Say
Arthur,
again.
how you doing?
Yeah.
I see Zen Incense Shop.
Yeah. Zen Incense. That's Zen Incense Shop is Henry. He likes to pop in ahead of time, leave a comment, and then just kind of bounce for a little while. He's kind of in and out. But we love Henry. Wide Family Farm is here.
Wide family. Hello.
Yeah. So we we talked Thursday night. We had our live stream Thursday night, our normal live stream, and there were some things that we just didn't kind of didn't finish uh, discussing the topics. So we wanted to go live again, and we invited Sean to be here with us, and graciously he accepted. Thank you so much for that.
That's all right. I appreciate the invitation. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'd like
Gardner
to carry
Josh
on
is
the
here.
discussion.
Yeah. So there's been a lot in the news lately, and it's
Oh yeah.
really hard to keep up. Have you heard? Have you heard about the things going on in Arizona concerning the forensic audit?
I've heard some stuff about that. No major details, but I understand it's starting to get pretty gritty.
Yeah, it's getting hard to ignore. I'll put it that way.
All
There
right.
was over there was several numbers given, and I don't remember them all. I tried looking them up today, and I wasn't able to find them. But I know that there were over 74,000 mail-in ballots that there's no record of them being ever sent out.
Only 74,000, you say?
Only
Ah,
74,000.
that's nothing.
Drop in the bucket, right?
That's crazy, though. Like, I mean, stuff like that. It's obvious they're starting to uncover little pockets here and there of, just like shenanigans.
And of course, there is a pushback from the blue team on uh, on that being done. Of course, there is.
Absolutely,
Oh,
it will be. Yeah.
people are really rolling in now. Christy Betts, Pathways Homestead, Wendy Benjamin, Gemini Homestead, S. Moore.
I think I saw
Welcome,
Gardner
welcome, welcome.
Josh in here. Yep.
Good to see everyone.
Built on the Rock. Hey, Sam. How you doing? How's everybody? Always like to say hello to chat. I'm seeing a different chat in case all y'all are wondering. I'm seeing the StreamYard chat, and I think Brett's probably seeing the YouTube chat. So my comments may be lagging a little bit if I see some in chat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Thanks for letting us know that. Homesteading with the Heberts is here. That's one of our channel members. Thank you so much for showing up. Hadn't seen you in a little while.
Hobby Garden. I see Lori there.
Yeah, yeah. Amy, El Skippy. Why doesn't every state require ID? Yeah, right. I mean, it only makes sense. We don't. I'm part of the team that doesn't make it want. We don't want to make it harder to vote. We want to make it harder to cheat.
That's just it. Yeah. More difficult to cheat would be good. Now, I'm not saying
We
there was
want.
cheating going on.
We just want integrity.
100%. 100%.
Did you see that our wonderful VP? What she said about rural people? She said that
I can hardly imagine.
she made claims that people in rural areas would have trouble proving getting access to an ID, as if people in the rural areas don't need one to drive.
Yeah, like come on, give me a break. Or as if they don't have some sort of a health card or some type of identification, birth certificate. You know.
Something.
Or, yeah,
Everyone has.
driver's.
Everyone has proof of ID. Everyone does.
I think someone was at some point trying to make the same claim for folks of color, of any color. Non-Caucasian folks would have difficulty having access to ID. So it was pretty interesting. I watched an interview. One reporter went around in a predominantly colored area, and they were talking to folks, asking if they had problems getting ID, and everyone's like, well, don't we all have it for a driver's license and for this and for that,
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, it just makes sense. I saw Lippy, Gemini Homestead, ask a question here in the chat. It says, should we keep key names and words to shortcuts or initials? Yes, please. Let's try to get a point across without alerting the sensors.
Yeah, we may hit on some fuzzy topics tonight, so going to try and dance around the words a little bit if we have to.
Right. That's right. Now, I did post a couple of videos today on my Cajun Prepsteader channel. Those are there, and the channel is beginning to get a little traction. We're moving on up on that channel. We've got I think I saw 257 subscribers, which is not terrible, not bad. We're getting there. I'd like to get it to 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live from my mobile on that one.
Lori says she's got thunder and lightning down in New York. North of New York City, obviously.
Everywhere that does not need rain is getting rain. Isn't that something? The West Coast, they're in bad shape over there.
Wow. It's like Brett and I were talking here before the live stream. We've had rain here pretty much every day for the last 2-3 weeks.
So I'm falling behind. I'm not getting a chance to recognize everyone in the chat, but I do see you. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. All your support.
See Mary Beth and Jennifer in here. Oh, there's Amy Broussard. ID to buy tobacco. There you go. Exactly. Most people have it already. Yeah, so I don't know what the big ID concern is, really. It's just smoke screen or whatever.
Anything that's coming out of the potato regime, you can just imagine it's the exact opposite. The exact opposite is the truth.
So, unfortunately, that does seem to be the case. Every single time the potato opens its mouth and a little potato falls out.
Potato is a vegetable, so that applies, right?
Don't you insult my vegetable beds now. They're way smarter than him.
Oh, man, that's great. Rand Paul, Senator Rand Paul I think he's from Ohio. I'm not even sure. But he's a senator, a U.S. senator, and he's also a physician. And I posted a video on my other channel, Cajun Prepsteading, today of what he was saying about the jab. So be sure and check that out, because not all doctors agree. Some doctors have their concerns, like, for example, the creator of the mRNA technology, Dr. Robert Malone. Now, here's the thing. Here's my stance on that. I am not going to advocate for it or against it. What I have a problem with, a serious problem with, would be if they try to make it mandatory. That's where I stand.
I find that problematic as well. Just quickly, I just want to recognize Dan Whitehead in the chat. He's a good buddy of mine. He's about 20 minutes up the road from me. So,
all right, hello, Dan. Welcome.
Evening, Dan. It's good to see you. Hope you and the family are well.
Oh, people are saying Rand Paul is from Kentucky. That makes sense. All right. Thank you for that, Vicky and Lippy. Homestead Dreaming is here. Farmer's Son
Gemini's
Prepping is
here.
here. You know who Farmer's Son Prepping is? That's formerly Ugly Prepper.
Oh, okay.
Changed his name.
Did he not like being called ugly anymore?
I think it was probably more of us having an issue with saying that, because I mean I didn't like saying that.
It didn't bother me. Not that I was calling the fella ugly or anything like that, but it's just that's the name that's there. And we usually try and shorten it up, like the Patriot sandwich maker. I just call her Sandwich.
Yeah. Right.
So we do what's easy oftentimes, like when we're texting or writing messages in chat and that. So is there anything? More sane leader, because ours is terrible too. But don't send us yours. There's no trade happening there.
We don't have a whole lot of good ones. You can't have them.
It seems they're both on the same page, though, and I mean, like, just in my opinion, the way it looks, like if say a Brit or someone in Europe was sort of stood back and looking at North America and its two major leaders of this continent.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like an advertisement for China to come and take over.
Yeah.
So it's like, look at these two weaklings here.
Feeble. Yes.
Yeah, not posing any threat or barely even standing their ground kind of deal. So
Kira, Homestead Dreaming, we're just talking about I'm going to say things that could be improved with the world.
Current events, yeah.
Reasons to be self-sufficient, because we know better than to try to rely on our governments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, even if it comes down to doing something like up here, if you see a sale on meats, steak was on sale a couple of weeks ago. I didn't buy any, but I did notice that there was a limit of 2 per household. Now, with a family of 4, you're out doing your weekly shopping and you want to have steak one night, you kind of need 4 steaks for 4 people, right? So does that mean you got to make 2 trips to the grocery store and break it up, or,
You said there was a limit?
Yeah, there's been limits on lots of meat products that have been on sale in certain places. Not every place, but in certain grocery stores.
Sometimes when if we want to kind of cheat the system, maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Amy and I will split up in the grocery store and have 2 orders separately.
Yeah, well, if that's
double the limit.
If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I mean, like, I understand that maybe due to supply chain issues, maybe they only got delivered X amount of whatever product.
Yeah, nowadays that could be the case, but used to that usually was not even a consideration. It was just, instead of a supply thing, it was just they were running a sale with a limit to try to get people to come in and buy other items for, like, say, with a $10 purchase. So you'd have to get $10 worth of other stuff in order to get that sale price. Okay. It was just to drive sales in. It was a gimmick.
Well, the cost is half the price on beef. I saw beef tenderloin on sale last week up here, and it was $22 a kilo, which is $10 a pound. Okay. Now, mind you, it's Mexican beef. Now, Canada raises some of the finest beef in the world. What are we doing shipping in Mexican beef, and where's ours going?
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird. Do you guys down there see beef from Canada or Mexico or anything?
No, after I heard you mention that, we were at the grocery store and I thought about that. So I went to look at the packages. and the packages don't have country of origin. Not the ones that I looked at least. So either they're U.S. beef or maybe they don't have the laws in place to have them labeled. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's not necessary for your grocery stores down there to have the country of origin. Oil and lumber, yeah, same.
All right, let's see. Guys in the chat's moving pretty good, and Sean and I are having a good conversation. We're not ignoring you, I promise. But if you have something that you really want us to see, please put it in all caps. I see Gemini Homestead put here, the packaging on meat has been cut in half, so the cost is 2 times more on top of the 32% increase. Yeah. Yeah, they're creating shortages, I believe.
Yeah, I won't disagree with that. I mean, I was blown away a couple of weeks ago. I was in the grocery store about 3 weeks ago, and I saw regular boneless, skinless chicken breast, not the free range, organic, not raised with pillows under their feet, nothing like that. Just standard boneless, skinless chicken breast. I didn't happen to catch the price per pound, but it was 4 chicken breasts in the package, and the package was $32. Each breast was about 3/4 of a pound, so it was about a 3 pound, 3.5 pound pack. China bought Zargrill. U.S. beef is being sent to China. Dan Whitehead just said in the chat.
Huh.
Okay.
Gemini says the meat is going to pay for the embedded sleepers. I'm not sure what that means.
Hey, Ramona.
Any idea what embedded sleepers would be? Embedded across the waters of USA?
Would that
be the...
Is that sleeper cells that are just kind of waiting around to...
I don't know.
That's where my mind goes.
I'm a little confused by that one, Lippy. Hi, Sherry McMillan. Hi, Ramona Perez. Scrappy Cat's here.
Sherry's saying, yeah, meat has gone up. Here's a very, very, very simple one. Where I get my eggs, just a regular old grocery store. Yeah, they're, production eggs or whatever, but a dozen eggs this time last year was $1.97. Today, It is $3. That is up 50% in a year. Okay. The sale on a bag of rice is no longer $6.99 like it was previous to this time last year. It's $11.99.
Wait, for how much rice? $11.99?
8 kilos, so 17.6 pounds, 17.5 pounds.
I'll say, okay, so I live in Louisiana. Rice is a cash crop here. There's a rice mill about probably 20 miles from me, and I'm able to go in to that rice mill, and I can get a 25 pound bag of ready to eat rice for it's $10 with tax.
Dan saying Ice Age Farmer has something good on the breakdown of where our meats are coming from. It's scrolled up a little bit there. Sorry, I'm just fielding something here. I apologize.
Paying for the countries the blue sleep with. Oh, okay. I got you. Embedded sleepers is the other channel topic. Hans, we're getting a little risky here tonight. Amy and I talked about it, and I think what we've decided to do is to get a little risky sometimes with our live streams here on this channel, but keep the videos to family-friendly homesteading type stuff. Now, as far as videos go, the risky topics are going to go on the Cajun Prepsteader channel, which I put 2 of those there today. If you want to go check those out after the stream tonight.
We can talk about a little bit of risky stuff, but we got to really dance around the words here.
That's right. There you go. Dave from Southern Ohio Prepping is here. Welcome, Dave.
Look at S. Moore got 26 chicks hatched this week.
Nice.
Very nice.
What breed? Are they just a barnyard mix for eggs, or you raising meat chickens? What you got going on there, S. Moore? We got five chicken eggs today. We have eight laying hens and a rooster. So if we wanted to, we could hatch out some eggs. We just choose to eat them all.
What can I say? Eggs are delicious.
Yeah, of course they are. Because a chicken will still lay eggs even if they're not fertile. Even if there's no rooster. They would never develop into a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that.
You can have a whole room of hens, and if there's no rooster around, not much going to happen.
No, but they still will lay eggs.
Yeah.
Because an egg is not... Okay, this is going to be weird. This is going to be weird, but an egg is not so much akin to a baby or an embryo. It's more like a monthly cycle.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So a woman's going to have a monthly cycle whether she's around a man or not.
Sherry McMillan's been busy today. Wow, good for you, Sherry.
22 quarts of tomatoes, 9 eggs, 9 hens. Wow, that's 1 egg per chicken.
Yeah, that's batting 1,000. Nothing wrong with that at all.
S. Moore said, already butchered meat birds for the year. So did we. I'm sorry?
I was just asking Dan Whitehead in the chat there. How many eggs did you get today, brother? I know he increased his laying flock this year.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that, Kira, Homestead Dreaming. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people who don't own chickens they think if there's no rooster, they won't lay eggs.
Wow.
Great Lakes Alliance is here. Welcome.
60 layers and 100 meat birds and 5 turkeys and 6 hives. Holy cow, Dan.
Nice. S. Moore has Orpingtons, awesome. Rare Orpingtons. We butchered, Amy might have to help me with those numbers. We did 48 birds one day and 28 birds another day. So that's what, 76 birds?
In 2 days?
Yeah. Well, not 2 consecutive days, but yeah.
That's still a busy couple of days.
Right. No, we had help. We had teamwork. It wasn't just Amy and me.
Yeah, you had some good help. You sure did. But what else?
Oh, yeah, Arthur, I saw that. Arthur says Tractor Supply has a massive sale on the multi-tiered brooders. That's the ones that they were going to, that they were using. And then their customers had a fit over those because I'm not even sure. I wasn't involved in that. So I'll probably be lying to you. I know that there was some issues with people were very concerned about the health of the chickens. I think there was probably some dying in there. So they switched back to the bins to keep their baby chickens in.
Yeah, a certain farmer with a large YouTube channel was giving Tractor Supply a hard time over it, and sending emails and stuff like that with no response, and on and on and on. So the guy just kept making videos, and I'm not sure if it's because of some of the pressure from there that they quit doing that. And to be honest with you, that's not something I've seen up here in Canada, though I've only visited one Tractor Supply up here. So.
Okay, Kira says the birders were not keeping the chickens warm enough and they were dying left and right. Okay. I figured it was something like that. Or Courtney says the birds were dead, not getting enough heat. Okay, yeah. I thought so, but I didn't want to misspeak. So what are things like up in Canada right now as far as lockdowns and mask mandates and that kind of junk?
Well, they still want you to have a mask on to go into any friggin' store.
But is it mandated or is it suggested?
I think it's like mask is required to come in. Posted on every business.
Okay.
Every business. But I mean, there are folks out there with exemptions, and by law, you don't have the right to ask them what their exemption is. So there's just, when you go into the grocery store, you hear this big music or a big commentary that's piped in. Due to the ongoing blah, 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 please respect others who may have an exemption and da, 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 da. You know, please remain 6 feet from the other and da, 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 da. Right?
Yeah. The spoonfuls of propaganda.
They have limits on each building's capacity. And there's people at the door waiting, you know, counting the numbers of people who go in, counting the numbers of people who go out. Right? So
they had let up a lot on those things here, but I expect they're going to try to push that stuff back in. And I believe, because this is America, I believe that it's not going to happen again.
I believe that because this is Canada, and this is a prediction I will make. I have made it a couple of times in the past, and I'll in the past this year, and I will repeat it just because sparkle socks. I predict come by the latest end of October, we'll be in more lockdowns here.
The only way, and I don't know how things are different in Canada. I really don't. But the only way that we're going to stop this mess is for enough of us to say, no, that's not how it's going to happen. This is our government. This is our country. You know what I mean? And to some degree, there has been a lot of outspokenness and people doing that. And by no means am I calling for violence. That's not my point at all.
No, that shouldn't be the way it's done.
But just to get the point across, no, that's not how we're going to do this. You know?
Do you know what I find alarming? I find it alarming when someone's driving down the street by themselves in a car with the windows rolled up and a mask on.
Yeah.
That'd be like living at home by yourself, going to bed, and putting a condom on. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, here's something to ponder. And I'm not trying to make any conclusions for you or for anyone else, but I have not gotten sick in a very long time, years even. And you know, Amy had that surgery just a couple of weeks ago, and while she was in there, I had to wear a mask to go in and out of the hospital. Well, it was right at the exact moment that I was wearing that mask that I got sick, and I ended up with a pretty severe sinus infection, and it was getting into my lungs. And I did get tested. It was not COVID. It was just a sinus infection. But I ended up missing work. I ended up not, you know, Amy had surgery. She needed to rely on me, and she couldn't. I couldn't be there 100% for her, and it sucked.
Yeah, I mean, last time I was sick, it was day after my birthday, October 2019. So right around the end of October 2019. I was sick for about 5 weeks. I think it was a CV. And you know what? I haven't been sick since. From anything.
Yeah, Arthur Leslie shared with me some videos on BitChute today. One that I had seen before, and it was, let me see if I can try to word this in a way that won't get too much attention. Basically, the medicine in the syringe creates new antibodies that are targeted for the one thing, so that all your other antibodies, your entire immune system, only knows how to fight that one thing. So you're able to get sick from everything else.
I got a question about our immune system. You know, Brett, you mentioned about our immune system.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck is wrong with our own immune system? You know, that's how Become
if
immune to
the
chickenpox. Everybody gets chickenpox. Boom, you're all good, right?
if the thing was a manufactured thing, then that would explain all of the fear.
Check what Shirley Watt just said there in the chat.
No mask, you get a fine from bylaw officers in Southern Ontario. That one?
Now, I saw a couple of officers walking down the street the other day. I guess they were headed across the street from north to south to walk on the south side of the street, headed west. Okay, so they were crossing the street. They were walking together. One of them had a mask. The other one didn't. What the heck, please? Like mixed
Oh,
message or
oh, get this. I don't know if you heard because you're in Canada, but I don't know if you heard this. The there was Democrats from Texas who left. They left Texas, got on a plane, went to Washington D.C. to avoid a vote that they were going to lose.
I heard that.
And it had to do with the voter rights and stuff. I saw an article today that 3 of those tested positive.
Bravo. Bunch of idiots. I saw a pretty good article on that. I forget where I saw it, but yeah, they're all in the plane, thumbs up and smiling and this and that. And, one of them was at the airport eating his food, like with a mask on or something like that. And, saying how it's all so hard on them that they left their families and this and that. I said, well, you guys chose to do this. And what you're actually doing is preventing democracy.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Like just ludicrousy, in my opinion.
It is. And I saw another thing where the blue team is now accusing the red team of being the ones who want to defund the police, that voted for it. We all know better. All of us.
Oh, Brett, I forget whether it was in one of my chats or somebody else's chat, but somebody dropped a really, really good one regarding a name for the jab.
Yeah.
They called it the special sauce. The special sauce.
Oh, Abby was telling me the other day, Abby's my 16-year-old daughter. She was telling me that she's seeing online that there's a lot of people referring to Biden as Vax Daddy.
As what?
Vax Daddy.
Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Hans says Texas says they will be arrested upon return. I hope so. I did hear that.
I hope so. And I've got no skin in the game. I'm a Canuck, right?
Right.
But it's just, hypocrites do what hypocrites do, and everyone else is just supposed to shut up and take it. Rules for thee, but not for we. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. There's over the past year and a half, there has been a whole lot of let them eat cake moments.
Oh yeah, just like with our fearless leader up here, Mr. Sparkle Socks. His wife flew overseas somewhere to speak at, I think it was one of those EW charity things that she was highly overpaid for. And guess what she brought back with her?
What's that?
Big old bologna sandwich.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, she brought that back. It's like, really, you stunned frickin' pony. And we're supposed to accept all that crap you guys are feeding us? Nah.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, what about something else? Okay. You want to change gears a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think about, first of all, hello to everyone in the chat who's come in that's new I hadn't said hello to. I see the Cajun Homestead there.
Cajun Homestead.
And there was a few other folks that the names have gone by, but hello, I like to recognize the chat. But,
yeah.
Something I wanted to touch on a little bit is if we think back to, say, 18 months ago. It's 18 months now, okay? Sorry.
Almost. Yeah.
It's 20 months because all this kicked off on the globe November of last year. So if we take it to the beginning of November, we got 4 months until then, right? So we're talking about 20 months ago, okay?
Yeah.
So what do you recall what was going on sort of globally 20 months ago? Anyone in the chat, please feel free to chime in. This is something I was thinking about today, and it was because of reflecting on what's going on currently.
I'm struggling to remember anything before COVID.
On sort of a global scale.
Well, I'm going to give the chat a little bit, but I'm eager to know your answer.
Yeah, let's give the chat a minute if they want to chime in, for sure. Absolutely. I can wait a little wee bit. I don't want to keep Brett in suspense too long. And I mean,
how long I can stand it.
Have to wind this up at some point. I have other places to be this evening, so I'll tell you something good on my stream, Lori. Oh, the good news is Amy Broussard is feeling better.
That is good news.
Yep. And prayers work. Boom. Double good news. Okay, so the laptop. Yeah, let's not even go there with that idiot.
Oh, that, yeah.
Ask more. The question was, what was taking place on a global scale here 20 months ago, globally?
Oh, yeah, Barb was mentioning Ukraine as well.
That's tied into the same thing as they're talking about. I'm not talking about that. Well, there was a whole lot of people in a whole lot of different countries globally who were very dissatisfied with their leaders and acting out against it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to dance around the words a little bit here.
Yeah. That's happening now too.
100%. And it, just because it's going on now, it made me reflect back towards all this Bologna business. Before that, what was going on globally, and it's going on again. So folks have had 20 months of being suppressed from doing that. Now they're back at it. Some of the countries are similar, like France is back on board to where they were, right?
Yeah.
Although it's a different for different reasons now, and I think it's a little more peaceful than it was back then. Yep. Amy,
that's right. Yellow vests. I remember that.
Yep. Scrappy. Yep. Exactly. Okay, so that wasn't just taking place in France. That was going on in the Orient. As everyone recalls, I think Venezuela was having a heap of that kind of trouble at the same time. But now, look at Myanmar.
Oh, yeah.
South Africa. France.
Greece.
Cuba. Greece. Exactly. So 20 months later, we're back to the same thing, although the words are a little bit different. They're not upset about the exact same issue, but it's all under the blanket of the same issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Christy Betts got it. Planned chaos.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hear reports out of that lovely sunny country to the south that people like to go to for vacation. I hear reports from people on that island that there's no food to eat. If they don't have someone in America who's making money, sending them money, they're not getting food or water.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't done a ton of research to go ahead and verify all of those sources, but because I thought I had heard that their fearless leaders had closed the banks and taken all the money a week or two ago.
I did hear that. I heard that that's what set them off.
Does that ring a bell? Okay. So we're not too far off the same page then.
I saw. I think it was a shared TikTok video. I want to say, because I don't have TikTok, but I watch TikTok videos on other platforms when people share them. That there was someone from there that said we woke up to no money in the bank. None of
Yeah.
us had money in our accounts.
Scrappy Cat saying bankruptcies on a global scale. And Crispy Bets, I do not disagree with you at all. At all.
Yeah.
The big question mark over my head is how can you get every single butthole that runs every single country on board with that same thing? You know what I mean? And I mean, but try to keep it clean there.
Well, if you go back to the NWO idea,
Yeah.
it all makes sense.
Well, yeah, it does. It's a no-brainer when you think of it on that level, right?
Yeah. Yes, it really does. And there's a lot of things over the years that I've just dismissed because I love a good conspiracy theory.
Okay, hang on a second. Scrappy just mentioned something in the chat there.
Yep.
It's just MP, and I heard there was a case confirmed in Georgia through an airport in Georgia today.
Texas.
Yeah.
I heard Texas.
You can go ahead and check that out. I think on 11 Active. I think that's like some type of news source. But it popped up in my stuff today.
Whoops. There you go. Is that what you were just talking about?
I haven't heard anything about that, Arthur.
Whoops. That's the one I meant to hit.
Power outage. Lori, dang. Someone in Texas has the MP. Okay.
Yeah, Scrappy says Dallas on the monkeypox.
Okay, yeah, that could very well be. I thought I heard Georgia, but I could be completely wrong. I don't have that information in front of me, so I could be confusing my news locations in that. So, but yeah, 11 Active, I believe, is a news source that left a link in on comments, so like a community post.
Hey, Crazy Ed is here.
Oh no, not Crazy Ed! Run. How
Tim
you doing,
Treadway. Oh, lots of awesome people in the chat. I had several friends contact me this morning through Facebook. I know, Sean, you don't have Facebook, so I didn't mention it to you before, but they were receiving messages from me on from an Instagram account with my name and my picture that was created this morning. So I went and of course I told all my friends that had messaged me. I was like, no, that's not me. Obviously that's a scam. And so I went and I reported it to Instagram and let them know, this is a fake account who's impersonating me. And you know what they sent back to me? After evaluation, blah, 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 this account does not, it doesn't go against their community standards. They can't delete it. What? Yeah. So I told everyone who got the messages, you report it too. And then I got a message from another friend who it was a fake account from them. So I alerted her and reported that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kicking It Homestead is doing very, very well. Thank you. Thank you ever so much for asking. I hope you are also well. But with that, Brett, I think I'm going to have to jump down. I got to go over and moderate for pinball in a few minutes. I'll be on after, so need a bit of a break. Got a bit of a marathon going on here, so.
All right.
But I appreciate you having me up here tonight, knocking around some ideas that may have some harder edges on them. And
for sure.
And I appreciate everyone in the chat who showed up. That's you guys and gals are awesome. Without
it's
you
always
guys
a
and
good
gals,
time to have you on.
Brett and I could sit here and chat all night, but it's way more interesting with you folks in the chat. So with that, I'm going to jump down. Thanks ever so much, Mr. Broussard and Amy.
Yep.
I hope you are on the mend much better very, very soon. Okay. Stay well and safe, all. We'll see you guys later.
Yep. Take care. We'll see you over at Pinballs.
All right. Night. Oh, and Pinball's stream will be on his backup account, Pinball Prepping.
Yeah. Before I close here, I'm gonna share the link.
All right, awesome. We'll see you all over there.
Okay, bud. All right, guys. Let me give me just a second because I'm gonna go and find the pinball prepping channel because that's his new one, and so that I can share that with you because that's where we're gonna be in about 15 minutes. For those of you that may not have seen the video that I put out on that pinball, his channel name was Pinball Preparedness, and he stood in the corner by YouTube's because oh, Amy put it up too, because his misinformation. So he started a backup channel, and we're helping everybody who follows pinball and new folks to find him over at Pinball Prepping. Will the chicken get broody with unfertilized eggs? Yes, we have a duck actually that has sat on unfertilized eggs until they were just disgusting and rotten. So yes, their instincts will take over. Consider this: the same static used in war will be used during the next few months. Disinformation. Yes, and I've said this before, and I want you guys to, if just consider this, okay? Way back, the very first battle ever was in Genesis in the Bible, and it was fought with a rock. Cain killed his brother Abel. So then we move forward, several thousand years, and then we land in the Bronze Age, and wars are fought with bronze tools. Then we go to the Iron Age, and they're fought with iron tools or weapons, I mean. And then we get to the Industrial Age, and we have tanks and helicopters and whatnots. And what age are we in now? What do they say? We're in the information age. And this is information warfare. Undoubtedly. How confused and stressed is everyone over the past couple years? Yeah, information age, right? Exactly. Information warfare. So any other topics, questions? Got about 12 minutes before pinball comes on. Ed's comment. Ed says, I'm going to be calling you out in a video. Okay, very soon. Maybe out by tomorrow. Okay, Ed, cool. I'll be watching for that. Be sure and send me a link so I don't miss it, please. Not confused here. I know in the end it will all be great in heaven. Absolutely. Absolutely. God wins in the end. Of course he does. Did you see the train video I sent with our California guys? Going into remote areas with water tankers. Yes, I did. Yes. I had to try to think. That was a little while ago, right? That you sent that. I might be thinking about something else. Oh, today? No, I didn't. Where did you send it, Scrappy? I had fully grown chick embryos that didn't hatch. They died. Don't know what went wrong. in your, I assume you're using an incubator. If you are, not only the temperature has to be right, but also the humidity. If those things are not, if both of those things are good, then I'm not sure. Have a good night, Mary Beth. It was good to see you. I know I didn't get to really, I didn't really interact with the chat like I normally do, because I was interacting with my guest, and I kind of get caught up. Sorry about that. Scrappy, I'm really curious how you sent that to me, because I don't know that I saw it. Of course, I was getting out a couple of videos today on the Cajun Prepsteader channel, which is my other channel. Amy, if you could share that link, I'd appreciate that. For the Cajun Prepsteader channel, sent through a video. I don't know if I saw it. Scrappy, if you could email that to me, that would be awesome. Oh, email is, I'll put it in the chat here. Broussard Homestead. No, it's not. It's the Broussard Homestead with no spaces. The Broussard Homestead at gmail.com. Okay, yeah, there it is. Cajun Prepsteader. That's my other channel. We use it as a backup channel, and that's where Amy and I talked about it today. What we've decided to do is to put all of our just regular old family-friendly homesteading videos on this channel, but have our live streams here kind of to cover both channels. And the other channel, the Cajun Prepsteader channel, we're going to kind of go with some more risky content, try to get some stuff, some information out to you guys as to what the hell is going on with this world. Can't wait for sparkle socks. Okay, I'm not going to say that one. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys. I see several people are kind of trailing off. The numbers are dwindling. So let's go ahead and get ready for pinball. If you scroll up just a little bit there, Pinball Prepping. His channel link is in the chat. And we're going to be over there. It's going to be 8 o'clock our time. So in about 7 minutes or so. And we'll see you guys over there. So we really appreciate you all hanging out with us, putting up with our craziness. And if you haven't checked out those videos that I put up today over on Cajun Prepsteader, please do so. One of them really blew my mind. Anyhow, good night. God bless. We'll see you over at Pinball's place. And then after Pinball, Northshore Preparedness is going to be live. So we'll see y'all. Take care.